2021. The weather pretty cold. I hope that you are geared for winter. Now, talking about today, World Press Freedom Day. This is where journalists and of course media practitioners actually do come together to commemorate their day. And of course, this day reminds us of the value that journalists possess. And of course, it reminds us of the role that journalists play in shaping the mindsets and of course in adding up to national development. So obviously we'll have a march past today that will be read by His Excellency President Edgar Lungu, and on top of that other government officials as well. And this year we are looking at information as a good, it being the theme, information as a good. Everybody is supposed to have access to information, and among the key things that journalists have actually been pushing is access to information, and of course protection from political violence and of course other forms of violence. These are some of the key issues that obviously the Republican president will be expected to address as he will be addressing media practitioners. Now let us look at some of the events of the week, and we start by looking at what happened on a Saturday at the PF Secretariat when Honorable Chimbakambwili announced his next move, and that was to rejoin the Patriotic Front. Obviously, that event brought the city to a standstill because there were quite a lot of wild celebration when he was led to the party secretariat, where he was received by party officials and other supporters as well. But aside from that, we also had some pocket of violence that happened when Innocent Kalmanshi also came through, and obviously the story is known. He was actually attacked, badly beaten, and on top of that, his car also got damaged in the process. I thought maybe this morning we can look at really what happened and what led to that, and of course the joining of Honorable Kambwili. Does it add value to the Patriotic Front ahead of the 2021 general election? Joining me on the breakfast show, I have Honorable Chendela Mukondo from the Patriotic Front. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Honorable. I'm happy to be here once again.
Thank you so much. Let us start by looking at events of the week. We look at what happened on Saturday during the time Honorable Chimbakambwile was rejoining. Was it a known move for you that the big man was perhaps coming to rejoin the party?
Well, I think it has been quite a long journey for Chimbakambwile to reach where he has reached us, and that was the rejoining of the party. As he said, it was just a card renewal exercise for him, because the differences that we had, they were not reconcilable. They have been reconciled, and such. For us, we have been anticipating that he should have joined us way back. And in fact, there wasn't even any need of us separating. But due to the differences that we had, it reached that extent of saying, let part ways. But we are very happy that he's back, especially that, looking at where we are coming from 2001, Chimbakambwile has participated in all the election campaigning for the Patriotic Front. And this one, the 2021, it was going to be very unique if we didn't have him with us on the podium. So he has been with us from 2001. He is among the first four people that were present at the registration of this political party known as the Patriotic Front. And this is the reason why he said that for him, coming back to rejoining the party, it is something closer to his heart. If it was something which was from the nose, he would have just pushed it out. So basically, it tells us a lot of stories that is ours, is a true green, and we're extremely happy to have him in our midst. So for us, we have been expecting him to join us. This is part of him. This has been part of his political blood, and this is what we anticipated.
Okay. There are some rumors circulating on social media and, of course, in other media platforms that he's joining the Patriotic Front out of he's being forced to do so because of a number of challenges that he had experienced that had hit his financial operations and so on and so forth. So it's like he's accepting to rejoin the party so that he can seek some sort of an asylum.
Look, as the position stands today, the party that he had helped to form the NEDC as a consultant is still in existence, and they elected him as their president, and that shows that the man was ready, was continuing on his trajectory to try to attempt on the president using the NDC. But because of the reality on the ground, he has said that it would be foolish for an individual to continue opposing the Patriotic Front if we can see the development that has been going on in the country. And the only thing which I itemize that we need to now look at is just the cost of living. Otherwise, all these issues, they have been addressed. So, from what he has explained, what he has said, for us, we take it as gospel truth. It's not here and there that because he had problems with the law, that borders on his individual capacity. But what is important is it is political relevance and his political status that we are more concerned. Because with us, we believe in numbers. And looking at the man, when it comes to financial status, he says he has more than 70 properties that is to his name, and he receives a lot of this passive income, the rentals. So he's not in a desperate state to come and join the PF because he was financially crippled. He has always said that, and he has always addressed the media that he has been comfortable all his life, and he has depended on his own creativeness when it comes to, or should I say, the entrepreneurial part of his life. So basically,
talking about numbers, really, but is that the number that you want?
Look, Chimbakambwili is a very brave man, and not only is he brave, he's a very courageous man who is a very good orator. And,
how do you interpret his coming back vis-a-vis the way he left and what transpired in between? Because this is still the same political party with the same president, Edgar Lungu, and this is the Edgar Lungu that Honorable Chimbakambwili is on record saying he can never work with him. Exactly, he had all those sorts of things to say. So him coming back, what has changed?
He has had his own personal reflection. He said, I like what you said in the preamble. He said that this Chimbakambwili, the announcement, and that the event that was happening on Saturday, it had brought Lusaka to a standstill. It means, it shows just how relevant he is to the political arena and how important the decision that he was going to pass. And look at the people that welcomed him. Huge numbers welcomed him, and we have reconciled him back to the party. And what I would want to say concerning his coming back and his value and the relevance that he brings on board, the man has always participated, as I said, with us on this podium. He stands as a big giant, and he continues being that big giant. So coming to your question, to us, Chimbakambwili is part of us. To us, Chimbakambwili is an orator. To us, Chimbakambwili is not running away from any case, but he has discerned. He has realized that maturity calls for a person to reconcile with him with reality. And the reality on the ground is that Edgar Lungu is popular. Edgar Lungu is the right man. Edgar Lungu has continued carrying this nation in the right direction of our late president, Juan Michael Chilufya-Sata. So I think maturity has come in, and at the same time, reality has made the Chimbakambwili come to his political senses, and he has made the right decisions. And the politics talks about experience. Some of these things you go through them through experience. Some of these things you need to actually go through them so that you can be able to appreciate. And Wallace had gone as a prodigal son. he has experienced what a prodigal son had experienced in the biblical time. So basically, he's coming to us as a repentant person. He's coming to us with that vastness of knowing what opposition, being in this opposition that we have, the bitterness that is in the opposition. And he talked a bit of what our other friends are offering the Zambian people, and that is poverty. They are offering bitterness, vengeance, and some other aspects. So that's what he brings on board. So basically, Chimbakambwe coming to us, it's timely, and there wouldn't be a better time than this.
There wouldn't be a better time than this.
Yes.
I'm just worried with him coming to a party that that he despised for because of it being headed by President Edgar Lungu. But now my next question could be, what value is he coming to add to the party, and what position is the party looking at giving him?
No, we are not looking at giving him any position. He said it himself. He is going to contribute as an ordinary member. As an ordinary member, he will contribute just like any other has been contributing. But this ordinary member is a member who has vast experience, is an ordinary member who has experienced opposition in a different dynamics as opposed to the way we have been inside. So basically, he is bringing value because he will be advising us the way our friends have missed it. So basically, as he said it himself, I will be talking from the experience point of view, having been in the opposition, having heard what the opposition have in their food baskets, and that is poverty, unfortunately, which they are banking on. And
how do you address these rumors that perhaps has been promised a prominent position, perhaps running mate position?
Look, the position of running mate, it's totally that one which is the Republican president, or should I say the party president, is only status or enjoyment. It's only him who can say that I'm offering this person. As at now, as we stand today, we don't know what the president is thinking. We don't know what to do, who is going to be the running mate. And that one, it makes everybody equal in the party. And it makes everybody to be on the equal status. So basically, we don't know what the president is thinking. And there isn't anything that we have used to do one to join us for such a big position as the running mate. So we just need to wait, and we cannot predict, because the running mate issue, it's up to Edgar Lungu to decide who is going to be a running mate. Even Chimbakambwe, as he liked said last time, that anyone, even that one who has joined the party 24 hours, can still be given that privilege to save the people, even at that strategic level. So we are not talking about something which is new, but the information which is there, that he has joined us as an ordinary member. He has joined us because he brings value on board. So we are not looking at these issues of who is going to be the running mate to the president. Is this the reason why he has been brought back? So basically, for us, it's not here and there that Chimbakambwe has been bought. Chimbakambwe has come to us because the president is offering him the running mate position.
So it's not true?
It's not true. It's not true. That is just social media speculation.
So
and we shouldn't fall for that.
It's not even true that the Republican president at some point met Kambwe to tell him to say, you need to get back to the party.
It's not true. It's not true. I think these issues, when it comes to meeting Chimbakambwe, he even said it. The last time he met Edgar Lungu, it was somewhere, is it when he was reconciling with him at St. Ignatius? The other time it was when, the last time, the latest been when he came to our general conference there. That was his first time that he had seen our Republican president and our party president. So it's not there that the president has spoke to Kambwe and they have sat together. But what we know is that there are other senior party functional members in this regard, that one of GBM. GBM had already talked, said that we know Chimbakambwe is going to come to us. We have spoken to him, and we have spoken sense to him, and we have told him the reality that Edgar Chagwa is still popular, the PF is still popular, and we would want him to continue where he stopped.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Let's talk about another event that really characterized the coming in of Kambwili, Innocent Kalemanshi.
Yes.
Why was he beaten up?
You know, these issues of cadres being on each other's throat, it's unfortunate. They fight over, it could be territory or smaller position of speculation, but it's unfortunate the development that it happened at our party secretariat, and you have heard that this violence has been condemned, and the perpetrators of that violence, I think the police, it's following it up. So these are some of the issues which have been there, the differences that we have been hearing, the intercity there, and then the people who are with him in Chawama, they have been at loggerheads. So basically, I think it's timely, and I think Chimbakambwili offered that he can bring the two groups together. Otherwise, these are individual battles. And you know, where individual battles are concerned, it's very difficult for us to come in as a party. Okay. So the differences are too individualistic.
Okay, so maybe one thing that maybe the people would love to find out from you is what is the position of the party in as far as Innocent Kalemanshi is concerned? Is he a member of the Patriotic Front or not?
You know, the position of the party, it's very simple. For one to join, you know, Kalemanshi has been issuing videos, I think from 2015, from the time when he was expelled. He has been issuing videos which has been in support of the UPND, and against the Republican president, and then also MCC Kampyongo, and also MCC Kamba, and then others generally. But it's important that Kalemanshi, you do come out and join the party, not the way he has just attached himself. It's important that he should come out in public and do the rejoining so that everybody accepts him the way it's supposed to be done. If you have seen the way it has happened with Chimbakambwili has not just come say, I've attached myself to the PF, but there has been that ritual, that ceremony of welcoming him. So it was even with GBM. Would want an individual like Kalemanshi, who was issuing a lot of videos which were anti-PF, to come out the way it is, especially that is a public figure, despite being an ordinary member of a political party, should come out so that the general membership of the party will accept him. So basically, that is the right way of doing things. All these others, what has happened to CK, he has reconciled with the party and he has been embraced. And you know, there are videos that we have a lot of videos where we heard CK saying a lot of things against the party. But because he has come to reconcile with the party, all that things, all these political sins, they have been forgiven, and we have reconciled with him totally. So it must trickle down to all these ordinary members of our party, like Kalemanshi also. He need to come out, he need to go to the secretariat and then call his friends, so that at the end of the day, he defects from the UPND officially and then join the party, than the way he has just attached himself to the Chawama people there.
Okay, so whatever happened on Saturday, is it something that happened with the blessings of the party?
It will never be blessed, and we have never entertained violence. To us, we have always carried that word of our Republican president, that where he said, "Ulubulifiko, ulubulifiko." Violence will never sort out anything. In fact, violence will just dent the image of this political party. So ourselves, we have always distanced ourselves from perpetrators of violence, and we will never entertain violence. So it has no blessings of the party, and it will never have any blessing of the party. And the perpetrators of this violence which happened in our, what we are calling our barrack or at our secretariat, will be brought to book. And the police, they have said that they are investigating the matter. So basically, it has no blessings of the PF.
Honorable, thank you so much for coming through and taking us through some of those issues. And by the way, finally, it seems like you're bringing back the A team that won the 2011 election with President Michael Sata, the late. Is that the case? Because now we have seen GBM is back.
Yes.
We have seen
Winter Kabimba is
so now,
back. And then also the same CK is back.
So is
basically,
it the A team?
Yes, it's the A team, and that's what we have always said. We would want to have all the old members coming back. This is what we have. It was created for us, the Patriotic Front. It was left for us, and it should be a vehicle in which we should see development, seeing Zambia developing. And we shouldn't have individual differences because of, there's Edgar this time who has been mandated to do this. Tomorrow it will be you. So we will need to support you. And for us, we have believed that we have almost 100 years which is coming. So let those who have been believing that they will be our president line up according to years. We just need to follow that religiously so that we don't clash, we don't fight, we don't divide ourselves like what happened in 2014 and what happened in 2016, where we had our big shots. They went out, the Maos of this world, the GBM of this world, and the others who had gone to join the opposition. But this time around, I'm happy. You have also seen from the press that we are having back our A team. So basically, that's where we stand as the Patriotic Front. We are much more formidable than we were in 2014, 2015, 2016. We are back to where we were in 2011, the way our founding president, President Michael Sata, found us. And I think very soon you hear even Guy Scott will come and join us from retirement.
I was talking to Honorable Chendela Mukondo from the Patriotic Front as well, looking at some of the key issues affecting national development, especially vis-a-vis events of the week. Now, taking you to India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's party has failed to win a key state in elections held amid record COVID-19 deaths and, of course, cases. Now, the BJP targeted West Bengal heavily during the campaigning, but it was comfortably held by the incumbent, that is Mamata Banerjee, a fierce Modi critic. Mr. Modi has been accused of focusing on polls rather than the pandemic. Elections also went ahead in Assam, Tamil Nadu, and, of course, Kerala as well as the territory of Puducherry. Now, the party held power in the northeastern state of Assam but failed to make major gains elsewhere. For 10 straight days, daily cases in the country have toppled 300,000. It recorded more than 360,000 new cases and 3,417 deaths on Monday. On Sunday, India set a new record for daily deaths with 3,689 recorded. Hospitals are facing dire shortages of beds and medical oxygen, with many Indians resorting to desperate pleas on social media to secure help. And of course, what we are getting is that the UK is sending more than 1,000 more ventilators to India. And of course, US President Joe Biden has also promised to send more doses of the AstraZeneca to make sure that, India is actually cushioned out of this particular situation in which they are. Okay, so we continue monitoring the situation in India as it unfolds. For now, we take a very short break. The breakfast show continues.
Then do it all again. The sunset for the last